What's up, y'all, man? It's your boy, Yah's Chosen One. We're going to continue in the great book of Jasher, chapter 22. Jasher chapter 21 and 22 parallels Genesis chapter 21. So, as we can see from the story of Hagar and Ishmael, Abraham was not a deadbeat dad. He actually went and saw his son many of times. Ishmael was blessed through Yah because he was, as it said, through Abraham's seed, he would be great. Just not the chosen people, but he'd be great. And look like Ishmael's turned out okay. He's turned out fine. He's got kids, been blessed with kids, got a wife. He's going on his second wife now. Maribel was just a deadbeat. And now he has a second wife and he's doing good. So, so from what the Bible doesn't tell, Jasher provides a little bit more insight onto some of the things that went on, So, people thinking that Abraham was a deadbeat dad or something like that. That's not true. All right, so chapter 22 in the great book of Jasher. And here we go. And Ishmael then rose up and took his wife and his children and his cattle and all belonging to him, and he journeyed from there, and he went to his father in the land of the Philistines. And see, that's like I said, I just prefaced it. And now, if Abraham was such a deadbeat, then why would Ishmael want to come back to Abraham? You know what I'm saying? Abraham was a good father. And Abraham related to Ishmael, his son, the transaction with the first wife that Ishmael took, according to what she did. So, Abraham never told Ishmael about the first wife, but he's telling him now, like, man, let me tell you about her, man. And Ishmael and his children dwelt with Abraham many days in that land, and Abraham dwelt in the land of the Philistines a long time. And the days increased and reached 26 years, and after that Abraham with his servants and all belonging to him went from the land of the Philistines and removed to a great distance. And they came near to Hebron, and they remained there, and the servants of Abraham dug wells of water. And Abraham and all belonging to him dwelt by the water, and the servants of Abimelech, king of the Philistines, heard the report that Abraham's servants had dug wells of water in the borders of the land. You got to remember, they are sojourner in this land. This isn't their land. This is still the Philistines' land. And they digging up wells of water. Let's see what goes down here. And they came and quarreled with the servants of Abraham, and they robbed them of the great well which they had dug. So, is these men? Abraham wasn't one that wanted problems, man. He didn't want to get in mess. So, these people like, man, you digging our land. They probably hating because Abraham got a lot of money, or cattle, I should say, a lot of livestock. He has some money. He has some money. And Abimelech, king of the Philistines, heard of this affair, and he with Phicol, the captain of his host, and set 20 of his men came to Abraham. And Abimelech spoke to Abraham concerning his servants. And Abraham rebuked Abimelech concerning the well of which his servants had robbed him. And Abimelech said to Abraham, As Yah liveth, who created the whole earth, I did not hear of the act which my servants did unto thy servants until this day. So that's in Genesis 21, verse 26. And Abraham took 7 ewe lambs and gave them to Abimelech, saying, Take these, I pray thee, from my hands, that it may be a testimony for me that I dug this well. Genesis 21, verse 29 through 30. And Abimelech took the 7 ewe lambs which Abraham had given to him, for he had also given him cattle and herds in abundance. And Abimelech swore to Abraham concerning the well. Therefore he called that well Beersheba, for there they both swore concerning him. And they both made a covenant in Beersheba, and Abimelech rose up with Phicol, the captain of the host, and all his men, and they returned to the land of the Philistines. And Abraham and all belonging to him dwelt in Beersheba, and he was in that land a long time. And Abraham planted a large grove in Beersheba, and he made it 4 gates facing the 4 sides of the earth. And he planted a vineyard in it, so that if a traveler came to Abraham, he entered any gate which was in his road, and remained there, and ate and drank, and satisfied himself, and then departed. Which was the ways they were supposed to do. Unlike what those faggot Sodomites and Gomorrahites was doing in those 5 cities that surrounded. they were supposed to help people who was traveling and coming through. Instead, those people in Sodom and Gomorrah were just doing travelers like dirty, man, treating them like dirt, doing all kinds of bad things to them. For the house of Abraham was always open to the sons of men. That's like any nation, not just Hebrews, not it was any nation, any Canaanite, Hamite, any nation that came through, that passed and repassed, who came daily to eat and drink in the house of Abraham. So when you come through, Abraham's portion, you're gonna be done right, man. He was righteous. And any man who had hunger and came to Abraham's house, Abraham will give him bread that he might eat and drink and be satisfied. And anyone that came naked to his house, he would clothe with garments as he might choose, and give him silver and gold, and make known to him Yah, who had created him on the earth. This did Abraham all his life. So it wasn't like, yeah, I'm Abraham, man. Come to me. I'm going to serve. No, when he did have all this abundance, Abraham always like, you know what? This came through the Most High. He's able to give me this to, to edify you, man. He's able to get it to me. Through him, I would have nothing. So that was Abraham's state of mind. And Abraham and his children and all belonging to him dwelt in Beersheba, and he pitched his tent as far as Hebron. And Abraham's brother Nahor and his father and all belonging to them dwelt in Haran, for they did not come with Abraham to the land of Canaan. And children were born to Nahor, which Milcah, the daughter of Haran and sister to Sarah, Abraham's wife, bare to him. And these are the names of those that were born to him: Uz, Buz, Kemuel, Kesed, Kazo, Pildash, Titlath, and Bethuel, being 8 sons. These are the children of Milcah, which she bare to Nahor, Abraham's brother. And Nahor had a concubine, and her name was Reumah. And she also bare to Nahor Zebach, Gekash, Takash, and Makkah, being 4 sons. And the children that were born to Nahor were 12 sons, besides his daughter, and they also had children born to them in Haran. And the children of Uz, the firstborn Nahor, were Abi, Shereph, Gadan, Melus, and Deborah, their sister. There's Deborah. And the sons of Buz were Berachel, Namoth, Sheva, and Madunu. And the sons of Kemuel were Amram and Rechab. And the sons of Kesed were Anamlech, Mishai, Benon, and Yiphi. And the sons of Kazo were Pildash, Meki, and Ophir. And the sons of Pildash were Erud, Shamun, Mered, and Moloch. And the sons of Titlath were Mushan, Kushan, and Mutzi. And the children of Bethuel were Sakar, Laban, and their sister Rebekah. These are the families of the children of Nahor that were born to them in Haran. And Aram, the son of Kemuel, and Rechab his brother went away from Haran, and they found a valley in the land by the river Euphrates. And they built a city there, and they called the name of the city after the name of Pethor, the son of Aram, that is Aram Naharaim, unto this day. And the children of Kesed also went to dwell where they could find a place. And they went and they found a valley opposite to the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they there built themselves a city. And they called the name of the city Kesed, after the name of their father, that is the land of Cashdim, unto this day. And the Cashdim dwelt in that land, and they were fruitful and multiplied exceedingly. And Terah, father of Nahor and Abraham, went and took another wife in his old age, and her name was Pelilah, and she conceived and bare him a son. He called his name Zoba. Man, they was doing it all the way till they was like, my gosh. So that's what's up. And Terah died in that year. That is in the 35th year of the birth of Isaac, son of Abraham. So Isaac is now 33 years old. And the days of Terah were 205 years. And he was buried in Haran. 205 years old, he's still doing it. And Zoba, the son of Terah, lived 30 years, and he begot Aram, Achlis, and Merrick. And Aram, son of Zoba, son of Terah, had 3 wives. And he begot 12 sons and 3 daughters. And Yah gave to Aram the son of Zobah riches and possessions and abundance of cattle and flocks and herds. And the man increased greatly. And Aram the son of Zobah and his brother and all his household journeyed from Haran. And they went to dwell where they should find a place, for their property was too great to remain in Haran. For they could not stop in Haran together with their brethren, the children of Nahor. And Aram the son of Zobah went with his brethren. They found a valley at a distance toward the eastern country, and they dwelt there. And they also built a city there, and they called the name thereof Aram, after the name of their eldest brother, that is Aram Zobah, to this day. And Isaac the son of Abraham was growing up in those days, and Abraham his father taught him the way of Yah, to know Yah, and Yah was with him. And when Isaac was 37 years old, Ishmael his brother was going about with him in the tent. So there you have it. The Bible doesn't tell you about this. They was actually growing up together when they got older, man. The Bible doesn't really tell you about that, but they was actually growing up together, Ishmael and Isaac. And Ishmael boasted of himself to Isaac, saying, I was 13 years old when Yah spoke to my father to circumcise us. And I did according to the word of Yah, which he spoke to my father. And I gave my soul unto Yah. And I did not transgress his word, which he commanded my father. And Isaac answered Ishmael, saying, Why dost thou boast to me about this, about a little bit of thy flesh which thou didst take from thy body, concerning which Yah commanded thee? As Yah liveth, the Almighty of my father Abraham, if Yah should say unto my father, Take now my son Isaac and bring him up an offering before me, I would not refrain, but I would joyfully accede to it. So Isaac was like, what does that mean, man? That you boastfully took a piece of skin off your penis, man? Would you, if the Most High chose me to be sacrificed to him, I would gladly do it, man. That's nothing. You got a piece of skin taken off your penis, I'll give up my life for Yah. You know what I'm saying? That's how Isaac came at it. And Yah heard, see? Careful what you ask for. And Yah heard the word that Isaac spoke to Ishmael. And it seemed good in the sight of Yah. And he thought to try Abraham in this matter. Look at that. He thought to try Abraham. Look, you see, Yah's up there, man. See, the Malaks can't mess with the affairs of men, but the Most High can mess with the affairs of men. And the day arrived when the sons of the Almighty came and placed themselves before Yah. And Satan also came with the sons of the Almighty before Yah. Look at that. And Yah said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? And Satan answered Yah and said, From going to and from in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. See that? Satan was allowed to go to and fro in the earth, and he was still allowed to be in the presence of the Most High. You see that? Here on earth, Satan was, and now he's in the presence of the Most High. And Yah said to Satan, What is thy word to me concerning all the children of the earth? And Satan answered Yah and said, I have seen all the children of the earth who serve thee, and remember thee when they require anything from thee. And when thou givest them the thing which they require from thee, they sit at their ease, and forsake thee, and they remember thee no more. Hast thou seen Abraham the son of Terah, who at first had no children, and he served thee and erected altars to thee wherever he came? And he brought up offerings upon them, and he proclaimed thy name continually to all the children of the earth. And now that his son Isaac is born to him, he has forsaken thee. He has made a great feast for all the inhabitants of the land, and Yah he has forgotten. For amidst all that he has done, he brought thee no offering, neither burnt offering nor peace offering, neither ox, lamb, nor goat of all that he killed on the day that his son was weaned. Even from the time of his son's birth till now, being 37 years, he built no altar before thee, nor brought any offerings to thee. For he saw that thou didst give what he requested before thee, and he therefore forsook thee. And then Yah said to Satan, Hast thou thus considered my servant Abraham? For there is none like him upon earth, a perfect and upright man before me, one that feareth the Almighty and avoideth evil. as I live, where I say unto him, Bring up Isaac thy son before me, he would not withhold him from me. Much more if I told him to bring up a burnt offering before me from his flock of herds. And Satan answered Yah and said, Speak then now unto Abraham, as thou hast said, and thou wilt see whether he will not this day transgress and cast aside thy words. Wow. So we see Shaitan makes an appearance. Of course, at the most convenient of times. You know, he's out there doing this thing in the earth as he's doing now. Testing mankind. Not testing Yah because Yah can't be tested with evil. But Yah was like, have you chose my servant Abraham? Are you hating on Abraham? Do you really think that Abraham is going to let me down, man? You really think that's Shaitan? And so that turned out to be a very entertaining chapter, as we see here how it all got to be where Abraham had to take up his son Isaac to be a sacrifice. And we all know what happens in the end, because if you read your Bible, you know what happens at the end. But that's what it's up. That's what's up, man. That is what's up. All right, man. Love you guys, man. Continue to read in your Bibles. And just continue to read each day, because there are powers out there who want to attack you and pull you away from your heritage and the things that you're supposed to be doing with Yah. You know what I'm saying? All right. Love you much. Shalom, shalom, shalom.